Hello, and welcome to the Practice of the Practice Institute, your home for intergalactic counseling and resources. Today we'll be talking to TK5281, known as Jim. He is a Stormtrooper who has experienced a lot of post-traumatic stress due to his place of employment being blown up. He is hoping to reconnect in a career field that will work for him. Welcome to the office, TK5281. Can I call you Jim?
Oh, yeah, you can call me Jim.
Oh, good. Thank you. So what brings you in today?
You know, the year anniversary of the Death Star blowing up, it's right around the corner. And I was supposed to be there. Like, I lost a lot of people that day. And, you know, my daughter was sick. Called in like any other day. Had a bunch of sick time I had built up. And, you know, I mean, with building it, it was just like, even though I wasn't on construction, you know, I did checkpoints and kind of things like that.
And what kind of symptoms since then?
Oh, man. You know, I replay it like, you know, I mean, on one side, you know, when the wife and I fight, it's like, what do we have to fight about? Like, you know, I feel really guilty that, you know, there's other, you know, wives out there that their Stormtrooper husbands were killed. But then it's like, you know, they got the insurance policy too, and they've moved on, and they have, you know, often financially better lives than we have. They're not scraping by like we are. So, I mean, there's that. There's, the dreams. Oh, like every different scenario. I mean, anytime I hear something that sounds like one of those rebels, I just want to kill them. You know, I think they're coming in to, you know, blow everything up. I mean, they're rebuilding the Death Star. That just seems like a magnet for this to happen again. I mean, who does that? But, I mean, what other quality jobs with this kind of pension do they have?
You've got to realize that this was a huge intergalactic stressor. This affected multiple galaxies.
Yeah, there's a lot of planets that they have celebration days for it, and other planets that, you know, are under the Empire that, you know, they have mourning days, they have days of silence where, and they try to ring the bell. The first month after, they did this thing where they rang a bell for every person that died on the Death Star, and it took like 4 weeks. And people were so sick of the bell. They got rid of the bell thing pretty quickly. And the reading of the names, I mean, it's just a lot of names. So, but you're right. I mean, and that's what makes me not want to even deal with this, because I know other people, you know, they lost people. You know, I lost friends and, you know, all that, of course. But it's like they lost people that were actually close to them. And then I feel guilty. Why do I even feel this way?
You've been carrying on, trying to go through this job again, which you feel is rather, you know, doesn't have much of a future for you really, and yet you're still wearing your work outfit from before.
Yeah, you know, they have me temping a little bit, and that's where I'm going in, but I definitely wanted to see how they'd rebuild afterwards. And HR usually doesn't give temps the full outfit to take home, but they let me keep it because I was, you know, kind of, I don't know, they grandfathered me in, you might say. But it gives me a sense of security, like I'm still a part of something, even if I'm probably going to leave. But it's like I'm not sleeping, you know, I'm drinking more. I mean, there's some planets that got some good stuff, and you know, for a weekend I'll tell the wifey that I'm gonna, you know, head on over to a different planet. Mos Eisley, you know, you can blend in there in a Stormtrooper outfit and you can just drink your sorrows away.
Well, it's going to take some time since you're just beginning to talk about your true feelings about the disaster at this point. And hopefully you can begin to focus on the things that you do still have. Your family is intact and you have the ability to make better choices as you move forward.
Yeah. What do you think about this career change thing? Like, I mean, they're rebuilding the Death Star. Like you said, you know, the whole universe knows what happened. Like, would you suggest that, or what should I think through in the job change?
Well, you'd have to balance your ideas of how you can best use your skill set. Is it in making the new Death Star, which you are familiar with to some degree, Or is it choosing a different career path that's going to be more fulfilling for you and steer you away from some of the past trauma you've experienced?
Yeah, I mean, having served on the Death Star, that's a big resume boost. And there's a lot of private corporations that are kind of getting into some of these war zones that it'd be a lot less risky. I don't know that I'd want to ask for a transfer, because then they can always pull you back to the Death Star whenever they want. But I wonder if some of these private corporations, that might be a good way to use these skills and kind of use that experience in a new way. I like that idea of thinking through my skill set and then looking for a job maybe in a less risky or blow up prone area.
Mm-hmm. The universe is your oyster.
That's true.
So we've just met with TK5281 Jim, the Stormtrooper, who is balancing his day-to-day work priorities with the stress and trauma of having been home from work the day that his place of employment exploded. He has a lot of unresolved issues and a lot of symptoms since he has waited so long to enter therapy. However, now that he is here, it seems like he is in work mode and is ready to pursue a possible career change that might be more fulfilling for him.